truly, I didn't want that to be the title of the video, but I can't help it. It's just, it fits the situation perfectly. Bruins lose 3-2 to the Philadelphia Flyers. I am going to keep this video extremely short because I don't want to sit here and just be overly negative. When talking about the Flyers, well, the Bruins were able to make Jakub Voracek look like the Voracek of last season, so that's just what needed to happen in terms of being in a wild card battle with the Flyers. Let's heat up one of their most dangerous snipers. And needless to say, in the first period, Tuukka Rask completely held this team up, completely supported this team, and gave them a chance to come back in the second period, which they did. Kevin Miller gets a goal. Might not have, maybe shouldn't have been in the game at this point. He was in a fight with Brayden Schenn. Brayden Schenn with a clean hit. Miller takes offense to it. I'm surprised he didn't get an instigator. But regardless, Miller in the game gets a goal. 8 minutes later, Louis Eriksson on the power play. Spooner throws it on. Eriksson gets the rebound. 2-1. And then another one. Simply put, another one. No, not another power play goal. No. What's the one common theme we've seen in these recaps all season long? The Bruins throwing it away. Yes, coming into this game, they've had a great record in terms of winning games when leading after the second period. Hell, in the past 5-6 years, they have a great record in terms of finishing off games. Not this season and not in this game. Hey, at the very least, it wasn't a tie game when they threw it away. They at least waited to be able to throw away a win. Halfway through the third period, Wayne Simmons gets a goal, Voracek on the assist, and then Mark Streit gets a goal a minute and 22 seconds later. Voracek got an assist on that too. 3-point night for Voracek and Claude Giroux for that matter, but the Bruins lose 3-2, and again, I don't have too much positive to say. Kevin Miller didn't have his worst game. He was on the ice for a goal, gets the goal back. Yay, I guess. I mean, he still has his issues, still has his inconsistencies, but hey, he got a goal, and a good goal at a good time. Ryan Spooner continued to be impressed, but God, he was bad on faceoffs tonight. 29% on faceoffs. Brett Connolly still couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. Louis Eriksson gets on the board, so you could actually notice him. Whereas Jimmy Hayes is just like Eriksson. If he's not scoring, you really don't notice him. But believe it or not, he was out there for 15.5 minutes. Tuukka Rask, of course, held the team in it, but the big story of this game is Zdeno Chara. Now, a lot of people are going to overreact to this. Simply put, I'll start off by saying this. I love that he's still the captain of this team. Yes, he just had potentially the worst game he has ever had in a Bruins uniform. He finally looked human. We knew the time was coming where eventually the injuries would add up and he would slowly start to regress. People have been saying it's been happening for a while now, but again, this was probably his worst game as a Bruin, whether it was on the second goal, getting caught up by us, or the third goal, just not, like, he just wasn't protecting the front of the net at all. I don't know what he was doing on that third goal. You might hear media or sports radio overreact. As far as I'm concerned, it's one game, it's not the end of the world, and hopefully he can rebound well. Hopefully the entire team can rebound on Friday against Buffalo. Of course, the last time they played Buffalo, Jack Eichel put up 4 points at TD Garden, so hopefully this little trip gets his team back on the right track, because unfortunately, as I assumed it would be, this has been a horrendous month of January so far. I almost said November, because again, I predicted that November would be the shit month for this team. They did fairly well. Not looking too good right now. They're still just barely holding on to a wild card spot. And again, the schedule doesn't get easier. You have Buffalo Friday. You get a home game against Toronto on Saturday, then Montreal. What's going to happen in the Montreal rematch? Is anybody really confident heading into that Montreal rematch? Put it this way, heading into the Winter Classic, the Bruins got a great win over Ottawa. If the Bruins smash the Maple Leafs on Saturday at home, are you going to have confidence that they're going to be able to do something good heading into Bell Center? I don't know if I can. So I'm trying to remain optimistic with this team, but just the tendencies aren't changing. You can see play is happening time and time again, mistakes being made time and time again. It's not the end of the world. It is another loss, but they're still in a decent spot. That's me trying to be optimistic, but god damn it, is it hard at this point as we continue to see the Bruins lose pace in terms of the Atlantic Division and continue now as they are in the second wild card spot, tied with points with the Devils, 2 games at hand. And if you look at the wild card standings right now, Tampa, Boston, New Jersey, Pittsburgh, Ottawa, Philadelphia, Carolina, all separated by 3 points. 3 goddamn points. You have to get these points. Understatement of the century. But again, the Bruins blow another game. I don't have a question for you this time out because, to be honest, it would just be negative. I'll simply say, if you've enjoyed this episode, leave a like down below. Subscribe for more recaps after every single game. And let's just hope the Buffalo game and the Toronto game and games from here on out bring a little bit more entertainment, a little bit more happiness. I'll see you all next time.